Sherry back with Hecate's Needle. Welcome to my messy craft room. We are joined here today by the Jelly Bean up on his tower, Hecate back there in the corner, and the lovely Artemis over there in the floor. Snickers is currently enjoying my bed all to himself. He's not dumb. But anyway, I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I do appreciate it. Today we have some cross stitch, some sewing. I no longer do gardening on this channel, and a little bit of life. And you know what? Let's just get started. Cross stitch. Now, for cross stitch this past 2 weeks, I worked on 4 different projects. I'll quit shaking the camera now. I worked on 4 different projects. I do have some acquisitions, but there's a story behind those. It's been a thing. No starts, no finishes. I have not started my daughter's Christmas gift yet. I will probably do that this coming week. Not this week, because this week is almost over, but next week. But anyway, we'll get started with the first one I worked on. It is being housed in my little watermelon bag. And it is the Lemon Study, part of the Fruit Garden series by Yasmin's Made with Love. I love this project. I love this pattern. It is so quick and easy. I love it. I'm really enjoying it. When you saw it last time, it looked like that. Now, I only put in 301 stitches. I stitched on this during the midsummer stitch. But this is where it's at now. I've started filling in all of the bottom part with the leaves. This is a lemon slice or a lemon wedge. And that's where I'm at now. Like I said, I put in 301 stitches. That puts it at 64% complete. This project is stitching up so quickly. I love it. As I've mentioned before, my husband wants me to stitch all of them in the series, and I do believe there are 10. And I like them all, so I have no problem with that. And her patterns really are just easy. This one has just really been a pleasure to stitch on. Now the next one I worked on is being housed in my sea turtle bag, made by me. All of my project bags have been made by me except one. And I make them out of scrap fabric. Now, the Deadly Aquarium is by Lola Crow, and I'm sure everyone has already seen it multiple times because a lot of people have stitched it. I did not keep up with the stitch along, and that's fine. But when it's finished, it will look like this. When you last saw it, it looked like this. Now, I put in 1,036 stitches. And basically, I filled in this column. I completed the sign, including the back stitch. and I am working on the Don't Touch pool. I just figured since I didn't do it as a stitch along, I'm going to start here and just work my way across. Let's see. I put those in, and you can see bits and pieces here and there, and that's just me finishing a thread. Because I don't like to keep threads hanging. I prefer to just finish the thread and then move on. So that's where I'm at on this one. Now, this one is only at 23% complete. I still have quite a bit of stitching left on this one, which it is huge. So it's a thing. The next one I worked on is being housed in my little veggie bag. Again, made by me. And it is my sushi cat. This is the one that I'm doing for my husband for Christmas. And I've already bought the frame for it to match the one I did last year. It is a kit by Designworks. Very cute. When you last saw it, it looked like that. And now it looks like this. I put in 591 stitches, which puts it at 42% complete. Now what I did was I filled in this tray, and I've started filling in his pants and his little outfit. But I stopped here. I need to do his little feet and the birds at the bottom. But that's where I'm at on that one. This is another one that is just really quick and easy. It's a small kit. It's not going to take me that long. I'm hoping to get it done next month. Hoping. And honestly, I only have like not even 1,700 stitches left, not including back stitch, so I don't think it'll take that long. And then the last one I worked on is being housed in my little Hecate bag with my little black kitties. The black cat there. And this is the 4 Elements by Satsuma Street. And when it is finished, it will look like that. This one was also a stitch along. I did not do it as a stitch along. When I intended to, but when I got the first piece of it, it was so big that I couldn't get it finished. So I just said, screw it. If the pieces are that large, I'm just going to go at my own pace. I mean, I love the pattern. I love it. I love the design. It's beautiful. All those bright colors really pop on the black fabric. But I'm not going to torture myself trying to keep up with a deadline. Now, when you last saw it, it looked like that. I had just barely begun the earth section. And now it looks like that. As you can see, I've really filled in a lot more of the earth section. I've completed the water, and now I'm on earth, and I've filled in a lot of that green. You can see the shapes of the flowers taking shape. This is another one that I really enjoy stitching. Now, previously, I could only stitch on it during the day because old people and black fabric. My husband recently bought me like a little light to clip onto our headboard that will shine over my shoulders. Well, it's on the top of my headboard, and I'm short, so it actually shines over my head. That has made a huge difference. in stitching on this black fabric at night. I can just lean back against the headboard and the light shines directly on it because it has one of those adjustable, like, swivelly things. And so the light shines directly on it and I can see it plain as day. So that's where I've gotten on that one. Now this one, I put in 1,379 stitches. And that put it at 39% complete. So a little over a third. I'll take it, not bad. Oh, fabric. Yeah, I didn't mention fabric, did I? This one is just 14 count black Aida. Nothing fancy. The Sushi Cat is just the 14 count white Aida that came with the kit. Okay, the fabric for the Deadly Aquarium is just a 14 count, and it is in the color minty green, and it is an opalescent. Not that you can ever tell that on a video. That's not a thing. But it is an opalescent minty green. And then the last one the fabric for my lemon study is a 14 count, and it's just blue, just a deep blue Aida. So those are the fabrics. Now, those are the 4 I've worked on. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to, but I'll take what I can get. A lot of what I was doing was trying to get my check sheet caught up, and as you can see, I did it. It is all caught up. I just have 6 more projects to work on for the rest of this month, you know, the week that's left, but that's okay. I did spin the wheel this morning after I finished my stitches on the Deadly Aquarium, and I got bee mandala. So I'll be putting 500 stitches into my bee mandala. And I don't have that project over here, but I'll put a picture in. But I got my check sheet all caught up now, and that feels nice. I like it. And as for plans, I'm just going to keep stitching on my projects, and then I will probably start my daughter's Christmas stitch and get to work on that one. Acquisitions, I got 2 new kits. Now, there's a story behind these kits. I actually ordered them in April. Right around mid-April, like April 19th. I need a drink before I start this. I have green tea today. But I ordered these 2 kits off of my bobbin. They were having a big, huge sale, which honestly, they have a sale every day. I've yet to see a day they haven't had a sale, which is nice. Now, that being said, I have gone into all of my accounts and changed my address since I moved. So there is no reason why anything should be delivered to my old address. That being said, I ordered these 2 kits, and for some reason they sent them to the old address. Okay. Now, luckily, the post office in Texas forwarded them to the correct address here. While I was waiting for them to get here, I got an email from my bobbin, from the customer service, and they're like, hey, we see here that it was forwarded, And I responded, yes, apparently they had been sent to my old address, but they're being forwarded to me. And she says, okay, great. Let me know when you get them because there was a mix-up with another customer. And I want to see if you got the right package. And of course, I was just like, okay. Well, the package finally made it to me. And I opened it up, and it was the wrong kit. It was a kit for like a tablecloth, the stamped kit. And I'm like, okay, well, number one, I don't do stamped cross stitch other than the one kit that my mother gave me. And I'm certainly not going to cross stitch on a tablecloth because my cats would use it as a scratching post. And if they didn't do that, they would still get it all coated in cat hair and get it dirty and probably chew on the ends of it or something. I'm not about that. So I emailed her back and I said, no, I got the wrong product and it was sent to the wrong address. And she said, okay. I have another customer. She got your order, you got hers. So what is the correct address for us? Where she is in the US, she's in California, so I'm going to have her send your stuff to her. And then if you could you send her stuff to her and we will reimburse you the postage? And I'm like, sure, no problem. She said, what is the correct address to send to you? And I gave her my address. She said, okay, great. I'll let you know when I have tracking. Perfect. So I sent out my package to California the same day. I just printed out a label, took it to the post office, said, here you go. Now, the lady in California who got my stuff sent it to me. The customer service sent me the tracking number. So I was like, okay, cool. It shouldn't take long to get here from California. It went to Texas. They had still given her the wrong address, the old address. So it went to Texas. Texas, once again, forwarded it to Alabama. Alabama turned around and sent it back to California. It got to California and they said, no, it's been forwarded, and sent it back. I literally just got this package last week. This has been a thing, okay? A whole epic adventure, okay? I ordered them April 19th. I received them July 17th. But I finally got my 2 kids. And the first one is this one, which I thought was so cute. And then the second one is this one, which again, I just love it. And of course you have the hut with the little chicken legs for Baba Yaga, all the little mushrooms and plants and things. I love it. So I got 2 new kits, but these kits have been through some things. I don't know what to say. But that's it for cross stitch. All right, sewing. Now I have my quilting project cut out, but I have not begun it yet, but there's a reason. I got hit with a whole basket full of mending that needed to be done, and so that's what I've been doing. I have been mending things, particularly my husband's things. I have cleaned out my mending basket now, and now I can get back to sewing real things. I did get dress it up buttons. They had a special one day. It was like a flash sale where it was buy one value pack and get another free. So I got the fruit pack. And it's got all different kinds of little fruits. And some of these are buttons. Some of them are just flat back embellishments. But I figure if I'm going to be stitching all of the Fruit Garden series, I could probably use some of these to decorate those. And if nothing else, some of the bigger ones, like the lemon there, I can turn those into needle minders. But I got that one. And then the next one I got was the snacks. And it's got little lollipops, it's got little ice creams, popsicles, all kinds of things like that. And again, it's a mix of buttons and just flat back embellishments. So I thought those were cute. So I got those. And the little novelty buttons like that, I do use on our, especially like when I'm making things for my daughter. I do use them. So, as for our crochet, I have only crocheted one thing, and I had showed you my Snoopy. Well, what is Snoopy without Woodstock? And this was a Woobles kit that my husband bought me. But now Snoopy and Woodstock are both done. So Snoopy has his little friend. Now my husband, I had mentioned last time that he was working on a rat. It was a Woobles kit. Here is Tony the rat. I'm not sure why Tony has no neck, but Tony has no neck. But there's his rat. And then for Father's Day, my daughter and I got him, it was a bundle, and it was the summer food bundle or something, and it had 3 kits in it, and these are Woobles. One was a hot dog, one was the little watermelon he did before that I showed, and then one was a ear of corn. Well, he did the hot dog. He did a great job. It's cute, and I mean, it's perfect. So he was very excited about that. My husband would eat hot dogs for every meal if I let him. He loves them. So that's the sewing. I wasn't able to crochet much. I've got a cyst on my finger right where the crochet hook hits that I will be seeing an orthopedic surgeon about next month to see if they need to cut it out, which I'm pretty sure they do. So I haven't been crocheting as much because when I crochet, the hook hits right on that. But whatever. It is a cyst caused by arthritis because old people. Here I am. But anyway, so now that all my mending is done, I can get to actual sewing. Fun sewing. Sewing I enjoy. But that's it for sewing. Life. Things are fine. We're still, now we're not working on the yard as much because it has been so hot and humid. After overheating a couple times, I've said, you know what, we're taking it easy. We're not doing as much. Because if I'm sitting there with water and everything else and not getting dehydrated and still overheating, that's too hot. So we haven't been doing as much. Now we have gotten some things done, but not a lot. We did go this past weekend to Plant Mania, the first annual Plant Mania here, and it was like a houseplant expo. That was fun. Plants of every varieties. And they had vendors coming all the way from South America. So that was really cool. And we did get quite a few plants, and we got several free. Like one of them, well, I had gotten us the VIP pass, which gave us a swag bag. It had a free t-shirt and it had a free plant. So we each got a free plant for that. But then I had I had gotten a little mystery box that had a plant in it, but inside that mystery box was a little chip that you put in like one of the Plinko things. I got the grand prize, so I got another free plant. And then I had bought another mystery bag, and inside the mystery bag was 2 plants, so I got another free plant. So that was fun. We had a good time. We went to that on Friday. My husband took the day off work, and we went. And then, of course, this past Saturday and Sunday was the Midsummer Stitch by Lindy Stitches. Now, I participated on Saturday, but honestly, it was a headache. I tried to go into some of the stitch rooms. I didn't work. It kept kicking me out. Then I tried participating in some of the speed dating. That worked better, but still not great. Everyone could see me, but I couldn't see anyone. And we tried to fix it, but then all I could see was their little avatar picture, their thumbnail. I still couldn't see them personally. And so after that, I just gave up. And then on Sunday, I woke up. I had a minor headache, but it was one of those headaches that could easily turn into a migraine. And I just said, I'm not going to deal with it today. I'm just not. I wasn't up to it. So instead, I just took some Tylenol and laid down, and I just didn't bother. So I didn't do much of the Midsummer Stitch. Now, they're already advertising the Autumn Stitch or whatever it's called. I don't know if I will do that. I very much enjoyed the Jingle Ball. I did not enjoy the Midsummer Stitch. It had the speed dating, which is fine, and it had the stitch rooms, which are fine. They're okay. They're enjoyable. But as far as the shopping, Lindy Stitches was the only shop that had anything, and it was mostly just like themed merch for the actual retreat. You did get a small little free pattern, which I downloaded. I don't know that I will stitch it. It's not really something, it's not really a design that interests me. But I did download it in case I changed my mind. And there's nothing wrong with the pattern. It's cute. It's just, I can't imagine where I would put it in my home. And I stitch things to actually display them or give them as gifts. So, but it did not, it wasn't as good as Jingle Ball. Let's put it that way. And I will probably participate in Jingle Ball this year again, but I doubt if I will do the autumn retreat. But during the Midsummer Stitch is when I did my 300 and something stitches on the Lemon Study. That was the project I was working on when I did that. Which is why it's only like 300 stitches, because I tried to participate, it just didn't work out for me. And honestly, I stitch better when I'm not chatting. Chatting once I start chatting, I start making mistakes. But anyway, so as far as the rest of life, I did talk to my mother. She is planning to visit either September or October, her and her best friend. So I'm like, okay, maybe by then we'll have living room furniture. We have been trying to find new furniture for our living room because we have one of those big, it's like a chair and a half. We have one of those. Well, our living room now is too small for that. If we have, I mean, it fits, but if we have that in there, we can't put any other chairs and no coffee table either. And so we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get just like a little love seat and 2 chairs. And that way we'll have room for everyone to sit. So we've been looking. We haven't found anything we like. We'll see what happens. But in any case, they are planning to visit this fall, which is fine. It's fine. And honestly, that makes it easier for me because then I can just give her birthday present while she's here, because her birthday's in October anyway, and not have to ship it. So that works. But anyway, that's all that's going on here. My husband's sick. His birthday was this Tuesday. And we had a nice dinner. He did not want a cake, but, we did have a nice dinner. We had fish tacos with mahi-mahi, and then we gave him his gifts, which he got some crochet kits and some hard candy. He's addicted to hard candy. And his favorite flavor is peach. Now, he used to get the Jolly Rancher peach, but he can't find it anymore. And so I went online and found Butterfields and got him, I got him some peach, and then I also got him watermelon and orange, because he loves orange too. And watermelon, that's just a summer flavor. You have to have it. And he loves them. He's been munching on them. Oh, he's been going through them. But that's all that's going on. Hecate is now, everyone's asleep in a little row. We have Jellybean, Hecate, and Artemis, all unconscious, passed out, which is fine. Like I said, Snickers, he's enjoying a nice peaceful afternoon in my bedroom by himself, where he doesn't have to share the pink blankie with anybody, and he's happy. But anyway, that's all I've got for this Flosstube. I did want to say again, thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I do appreciate it. I am shockingly over 350 subscribers now, which is unbelievable to me. I think when and if I ever get to 500 subscribers, I may do a giveaway. I have not decided yet, but I'm thinking about it. But in any case, thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you to everybody who's just kind of pops in to see what I'm doing. I appreciate all of you. Again, if you saw something you like, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment. I love to chat with y'all. All of those YouTubey things. And I hope you all have an amazing weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this broiling hot summer. I'm ready for fall. I'm a fall girl. I'm ready for fall. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.